Hey YouTube, Mark Kaufman here, and today I want to show you it'll be pretty hard to beat this, but probably the best $20 I have ever spent in probably my life, in regards to knives at least. I picked up a knife on eBay for $20, and it's probably the best $20 I'll ever spend this year, and the year is still pretty young. I picked up this knife. This is the Victorinox Champion Plus. Now, this knife actually has quite an interesting history. It was originally introduced in 2003, and at that time it actually had the gray magnifying glass, did not have the clear one, and at that time it had the gray one, which actually has a higher magnification than this one, and it essentially replicates the tool set that you have on the Victorinox Champion. And this knife was only sold, to the best of my knowledge, through Walmart. And that I find very interesting. So for me, this is probably the best $20 I have ever spent. Now, It has your standard fare. I mean, you've got your main blade, you have your small pen blade, and then you have your metal file, then you have your fish scaler, scissors, and then, like I've already shown before, you've got the magnifying glass, your 3D Phillips that is inline, and then you have your can opener, small flathead, and cap lifter, large flathead. Then on the back you have the reamer punch, the parcel hook, parcel hook. You have your flathead, machinist flathead screwdriver there. And then, if I can get it out, you have a chisel, which I actually do need to resharpen. That might be a video coming up. And then you have your bottle opener and the micro screwdriver right here. And you have the hidden pin, and also you have the pen and then toothpick and tweezers. This thing is fantastic. I saw it and I messaged the seller and I said, look, $20, are you serious? He's like, yeah. And this guy obviously had a few other knives, but he had a few knives from Hammer Brand, Colonial, just a few things. And he just listed this as Swiss Army knife multi-tool. I didn't even know what it was. I knew that it was some kind of Champion model. And so I said, look, I'll pay $20 for it. So I do actually have the Swiss Champ. And the Swiss Champ is the exact same thing as this, except it adds the pliers. Now, yes, I use the pliers quite a bit, but I have to admit, having the pliers taken away does really allow for it to be a little bit of a more compact carry. It is a thick Swiss Army knife compared to, let me see here, comparing it to, well, a standard. I mean, it's pretty darn thick. It's a big, thick knife, but it's not as heavy as this. It's pretty amazing how much the pliers actually add to the weight. But for me, sometimes I don't want to carry this. Don't really need the pliers. Really, I wish they'd just get rid of the fish hook. And everybody's been telling me, yes, I know. Get the Ranger, get the Ranger, get the Ranger. Yes, I'm going to get one soon. But so I thought this would be a great addition, especially for $20. And then here is a handyman, and you can see that it is essentially the same thickness as a handyman. So for me, though, the benefit is the 3D Phillips and the magnifying glass. Having the metal file there is fine. It's also here, but magnifying glass and 3D Phillips, really great, really great. Now, this model was actually discontinued in 2016, and that I can understand why Victorinox would do that. I mean, why would you be producing this and then just take out one implement and then also be selling this? It makes no sense to me. But for me, I am really happy that I picked this up, and I wanted to show you guys this model. Now, this is a model that not a lot of people are actually talking about because it's not really hard to find. It's just nobody really talks about the Champion Plus. They're usually talking about the Champion or the Swiss Champ. But for me, these are my 3 heavy hitter 91 millimeter knives. I really do like having these. One of them is actually in my car. It's the Handyman. I actually have 2 Handymans, and I keep one in my car always. You never know when you might need one of those tools. So I thought you guys would enjoy seeing this one. Till the next one, I'll talk to you guys later.